happens at this time of year. I have been giving homilies since Ash Wednesday every single day for all of that time, and I am sick and tired of hearing myself talk. I am just tired of hearing me talk. So tonight, I'm just going to pick somebody random to give a homily, all right? Okay, let's see. Oh, never mind. It is my turn. But I'll be brief. This gospel is a beautiful gospel. Many, many, many people will talk about that in terms of, in the breaking of the bread, he became known to them. But I'd like to talk about something else. I'd like to talk about hope. Because it's such a subtle theme in this gospel. It's such a subtle theme, and it's such a great lesson to us of what holy hope really is. It says that Jesus started walking with the disciples, these two disciples. He was walking along with them. They were not able to recognize him, or they did not see who it was. I'm 55 years old, and if you asked me what my teachers looked like when I was in 3rd grade, I can tell you. So I don't know why these disciples who had been traveling with Jesus were not able to see him or recognize him. But I suspect it had something to do with the line, but we were hoping. But we were hoping that this one, Jesus, the Messiah, was the Messiah, that Jesus was the one who came to save us, that Jesus was going to make everything different. We were hoping. But we're disappointed now because things didn't go the way we were hoping. Jesus, for his part, says, let me explain to you how things needed to go. Let me explain to you what needed to happen. And still, they were not able to see who he was. But when he breaks the bread, it says, their eyes were opened. Their eyes were open, and they were able to see that it was Jesus. They were able to see that it was Jesus who had been in their midst the whole time they were walking. They were able to see that it was Jesus who was revealing the truth of the Scriptures to them. It was Jesus who was sitting at table with them. It was holy hope fulfilled in their presence, in the flesh, in Jesus. We're people of faith and hope too. No? A lot of you are hoping that you'll do well on your finals. Right? Most of you don't care. Better example. All right. Some of you are hoping to find jobs, yes?
Yes.
All right. So we're hoping. And we have these grandiose plans about what we're hoping for. But our eyes are closed because we cannot see the fulfillment of hope already in our midst. We do not allow ourselves to see the fulfillment of hope in the here and now. Hope is something later. Hope comes at the end of time. Hope comes at the end of a hard day's labor, the fulfillment of hope. The fact of the matter is, as people of faith, as people of the Eucharist, as Easter people, if we look to Jesus, our eyes are opened. And we see the fulfillment of our hope, not in the distance, but in the truth, in the fact that Jesus is in our midst. That Jesus is walking with us. That Jesus is talking to us. That Jesus is calling us to be holy and extraordinary. That Jesus, love in the flesh, has become the fulfillment of hope in the flesh. Not future, but today. In the receiving of the Eucharist, in our prayers,